People often ask me, what does banning abortion mean for your patients? And I can give you a simple answer. It means that people will die. Studies show that there's going to be an increase in maternal mortality by 21% among the general population and 33% among Black women. As if we didn't already have a staggering statistic, the odds stacked against us for pregnancy-related death and mortality. The Supreme Court recently followed through on their plan, which is to strip Americans of their reproductive choice, thus affecting virtually all birthing people in this country, going against the 50-year precedent, the legal precedent that had been set by the Supreme Court in the Supreme Court case Roe versus Wade. For many of us in healthcare who have always viewed reproductive choice as a fundamental aspect of healthcare, we also have come to know that this decision will disproportionately affect poor and Black women, particularly in the southern states of the United States, where reproductive choice and access to safe and legal abortion is already threatened. Although many opponents of reproductive choice and abortion rights like to focus on the individual person and focus on individual responsibility, it is about much more than that. This is an act of political violence. This is an act against our fundamental constitutional right of liberty, of freedom, and of privacy. It's not hard for us to see the connection between coerced, forced pregnancy of today and the reproductive injustices, the forced pregnancies, the forced breeding of our ancestors that were bought and stolen and brought to this nation in our nation's very ugly past. And for anyone who doesn't seem to understand that, who can't make that connection, to understand that these fundamental values are being compromised will be used to erode other personal freedoms in this country, you're sadly mistaken. The right to contraceptive choice, the right to marry who you want to, the right to racial equity and equal protection under the law, and the right to privacy. These are all fundamental rights that will be eroded based on this very dangerous legal precedent that we are facing today. This very dangerous decision represents a turning tide in our nation where we're really going down a path that we should all be very, very concerned about. And that is one that shuns health equity, one that shuns protections against gender-based discrimination. These are all things that should concern all of us because they affect all of us. Do we really want to return to that? Is that where we're going? We need to demand reproductive justice, which is actually more than just protections for abortions. It is about us being able to have reproductive choice. That means being able to choose to birth if you choose to do so in a safe manner, in a safe environment, if you choose to terminate in a safe manner, and also raising our children in fruitful environments that are free from violence, particularly state-sanctioned violence, police harassment, toxin exposure, such that our children can grow up in places that are healthy and that are safe.